Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us on this Friday. I'm Paige Ellenberger. Let's send it right over to Josh Johns. Josh, a lot of Friday night lights tonight, a big weekend ahead. How are we looking?
The perfect forecast for it. Now,
in Coryell County, an inmate is still on the run. Deputies are telling anyone who knows where he is to turn him in. Here's a look at Brandon Hogan. He disappeared last Monday. He got away from a county work release program off of Highway 53. The sheriff now urging landowners near Leon Junction, Oglesby, and the Flat area to check surveillance and game camera footage. The 37-year-old was working at a local cemetery as part of a work crew before apparently jumping a fence and escaping. Hogan was booked back in early August on family assault charges, as well as burglary for stealing a firearm. Now, the sheriff there says they did receive a couple of reports of sightings. Again, if you know something, you are urged to call the sheriff's office at the number on your screen. Well, we now know the identity of a murder victim in Harker Heights. Officers arresting Roger Lee Sanders on Thursday morning. They say he shot 35-year-old Alan Lee Jones on Indian Trail Road on Wednesday night. He did die at the scene. Investigators say the pair were in a fight. Bond is currently at $1 million. Meanwhile, Killeen police are investigating the city's 15th murder of the year. 55-year-old Joe Sidney Williams Jr. was shot back in June. He died 40 days later at a hospital in Temple. Police say they received his final autopsy today, which determined that he was murdered. And this morning, the Temple Police Department is asking for the public's help in their investigation of an armed robbery. It all happened early Thursday morning on the 4100th block of South 31st Street, where two suspects reportedly waved a handgun, took cash, and fled the scene. No injuries were reported and no suspects were taken into custody following that robbery. Again, anyone with information should contact the Temple Police Department at 254-298-5500 or the Bell County Crime Stoppers at 254-526-8477. Vanessa Guillen is being honored throughout the state of Texas with a Memorial Highway and a holiday. The Texas Senate has passed a bill that states Highway 3 in Harris County will be named after the U.S. Army specialist whose murder sparked a movement of change in the United States military. The highway will serve as a reminder to the community of Guillen's life, service, and lasting impact. Its dedication is tomorrow in Houston. Texas legislature has also unanimously approved a bill to mark September 30th, which is Guillen's birthday, as Vanessa Guillen Day. The Waco Pride Network's annual Out on the Brazos Festival is back and better than ever this year. 25 News reporter Nakia Simon joins us live in studio with more. Good morning, Nakia.
Good morning, Paige.
Sounds good. Thank you, Nakia. Held annually in over 600 communities nationwide, the Alzheimer's Walk Association Walk to End Alzheimer's is the world's largest fundraiser for care, support, and research. Tomorrow morning, hundreds of people are set to gather at Liberty Park over in Bell County to not only raise awareness, but provide resources that are available for those living or caring for a loved one with Alzheimer's, but to show Central Texans who are dealing with this disease that they too are not alone. The 2022 Walk to End Alzheimer's Bell County is happening tomorrow at 9 a.m. again at Liberty Park in Belton. You can visit its website, alz.org, for more information. A groundbreaking ceremony is happening today to celebrate the start of construction of the new Waco High School building. You can see the concept there on your screen. Price tag is a maximum of almost $141 million. The school board approved the project back in September at 350,000 square feet. The new campus can accommodate over 2,000 students. So to come from us this morning, human smuggling continues on the Texas-Mexico border. In about 7 minutes, the feds now leading an investigation into a suspected human smuggling event in South Texas. But first, America's response to a drug that's been at the center of a clash between culture and policing for more than half a century. The White House now taking its first major steps toward decriminalizing marijuana. We are right alongside Highway 21, and as you can see, things are opened back up at 8:30 last night. The Madison County Sheriff's Office closed it all down. County commissioners originally removed the Student Center from the early voting locations list. This is ice. This is not snow. In the north, we're used to driving in snow. Yeah, some ice, but the roads are covered. Hey, Jerome, yeah, I'm trying to stay cool out here in this College Station. Dairy Queen Sarah actually has, thank you, Sarah, a blizzard from myself. Small businesses across the board are feeling the impacts of inflation, rising gas prices, and supply chain issues. I can tell you this team right behind me, Midway ISD, drove over 5 hours to get here. They're setting up, they have the pit on the trailer, they're setting up all their seasonings, they're prepping. According to the American Heart Association, every 9 out of 10 people who suffer from cardiac arrest outside of the hospital, they die. However, administering CPR can increase the chance of survival by 2 or even 3 times. 35 firefighters responded on scene. As of right now, the fire marshal's office tells me that there has been no reported injuries, but this is going to take all day to get under control. Yeah, Todd, here's a fun fact I bet you didn't know. Many of the academic buildings here on Temple College's campus are decades old, some inching toward a century. And now, Joey, just knowing the type of guy that DeMar is and what he means to his family, I am personally just so happy that he's making positive progress on this long health journey. And we are tracking that journey pretty closely, both on air and on our 25 News mobile app. So for hour-to-hour updates, you can head over there. And I do want to put this into perspective for you. About 3 weeks ago, when the manhunt first began, we started about half a mile down Highway 7 one direction. Less than half a mile the opposite direction is where that ranch is at now. So that way any missing persons or even children can be sent home to their families, and local parks like this one can be filled with laughter once again. Is keep students as interested as they possibly can. And I don't know about you guys, but that story makes me hungry every single time I watch it. I'm so ready to get off and go get some egg rolls. We did reach out to Governor Greg Abbott's campaign as well for a comment after Beto O'Rourke's visit, and he is yet to get back to us this morning. The group that I spoke with says that their screen printing business was the best fit no matter what size you wear. Amelia McCracken graduated from Texas A&M back in 2010. Ever since then, she made it her goal to help Aggies post-college.
It's crazy that it's almost becoming the norm, but it's not normal. And it doesn't hurt until it's somebody close to you. So before it gets close to you, like, it needs to be some type of awareness going on.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us. I'm Paige Ellenberger. College Station police are looking for 3 men who they say targeted a home on Southwest Parkway and killed the man living inside. I spoke with those close with the 26-year-old victim who want justice for what happened to Rashawn Jones, a man they say was trying to better his life. Life moves fast.
He was doing him. He was living his life, and he was not afraid.
Fearless or not, it could all be gone in a blink of an eye.
Our students, they're like our kids, and you know, I'm like, I can't fix it. I wish I could. I wish I could fix it for him, but I can't. I can't anymore.
No, he did it at one time.
Rashawn Jones, a 26-year-old aspiring barber.
He came as a young man, just trying to find himself.
Had his life cut short. Rashawn was slated to graduate from this Barber Institute this week, but instead, he was killed here inside of his home at the Parkway Circle apartment complex just last Tuesday.
He got this contagious smile. You're gonna smile while you're around him, you're gonna laugh.
Dylan Lute, Rashawn's own barber, traded in his clippers the past few days for paintbrushes.
A while back I said I wasn't gonna do any more portraits of anyone that was close to me, family or friends.
Dylan paints those who die.
It was heavy. It was really, really extremely heavy.
Each stroke painting the picture of his vibrant friend.
I wanted to be able to give something to his mom and something to his daughter.
And in this fast-paced life,
That's my boy, man. That's my boy.
Rashawn's loved ones say life is too short and it goes by too fast.
Life is too short to hold grudges. Life is too short to be mad at anybody. Life is too short to feel some kind of way about others. Just love one another, love everybody, and I know everybody loves Rashawn.
Good morning. Yeah, I mean, how many times have you gone to a restaurant and had to wait maybe a little bit longer for your food to come out of the kitchen? I know I've been there, and unfortunately, most people across the country have been there too. Like you guys mentioned, it's all because of a lack of cooks in the kitchen, but that's why one local district here in the Brazos Valley is working to fill those vacancies, one high school student at a time. Let's cross the street to Bryan High. It's more than just books and pencils here.
At school, motivation is food.
Welcome to Viking Bistro.
Ground pork and ground turkey. That'll be your choice.
On the menu today, egg rolls.
They get to try things they've never had before. They get to make different dishes.
I'll go get the vegetables if you guys start getting like this kind of stuff. Okay, well.
Scott Toll listens as his classmate runs the pass, a skill first taught by his mom.
She's just been around food her whole life, and that's kind of rubbed off on me a little bit, and I'm currently working under her.
Washing your hands of the service industry is a trend seen everywhere since COVID-19.
The industry has taken a kind of a beating and lost of a lot of employees.
According to the Bureau of Labor, the number for cooks is outpacing the number of students interested. We see it here at home.
It's almost like having somebody who's never done it before, but you're also having to pay them for experience that they don't necessarily have. So it's a little frustrating.
Back at the bistro, though, Chef Dees is writing the recipe for success.
It's good to be able to train these kids to give them a little knowledge that, you know, maybe they can jump into the industry and help some of these places out that are really looking for employees right now.
So that teens like Toll can achieve whatever they want to and fill the need, one chop at a time.
And it shows that you care enough to actually know what's what. And restaurants and food service places, just they like that. They like that a lot, and they appreciate it, and they are looking for anyone like that to help them.